welcome back to my channel, and thank you guys so much for stopping by me today. And we're just gonna jump right into this video as usual. I'm gonna start by priming my eyelids today with the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour eye base. This is just like a transparent eyeshadow primer. Remember when we used to use these primers a lot, but everybody switched on them and started using concealer. But these are still good primers, so I'll be trying that out today. And for the look that I've been doing, I think I need to start with this kind of base, because sometimes you're doing cut crease and you use the concealer as a primer and then the concealer to cut the crease. The makeup does tend to look like so heavy on the eyes. So I'm trying something different today, and I wanted a stain look. So first you saw me use the Ace Beauty Grand Eyes palette. I use this shade Cinnamon in my crease, and buff it up as a transition color. And then I'm going to take Poppy, which is like a deeper wine color, and I'm going to use that to deepen the crease, keeping it a little bit lower than where I put the cinnamon. Now I'm going to cut the crease using my Too Faced concealer, and this is in the shade Mocha. Yes, I'd use chestnut on my face, like under my eyes, but Mocha is like a brighter color, which will work pretty good for the look that I'm going for. So I'm just going to use this to cut my crease, just cut over where my eyes fold, not too extravagant. I just want it, when I open my eyes, you should still be able to see the cut crease, but it shouldn't be a lot higher than my crease. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it right over where my eyelid folds. And I'm also going to show you how to do like a 3-point situation to get your cut crease to align correctly. Right? So you just open your eyes and just make those 3 marks like over your eyeball in the corner. And also on the end if you're doing a full cut crease, so you could see where you want the cut to be, right? And then you're just gonna trace along and connect those 3 dots. And in order to get a good precise cut crease, your tools are very important. So you want to make sure you're using a nice flat brush, a brush that you could get flat, so that when you're cutting the crease, it will go nice and smooth. And make sure you have enough concealer on it, not too much, but enough so you could glide and not drag. Because if you drag, you're going to get like more like a jagged line. But if it glides on, you'll get a nice smooth line. Now I'm going to take this matte peach color. This is such a pretty color. It's called Clove. And I'm going to just press that in over the concealer right in that cut crease area right there. Then I'm going to go in with a black eyeliner. This one is from MAC. And I'm just going to use that to line my lash line. So not too much of a thick line. Just a line over there so I could get a little bit more definition on my eyes. And then I'm going to go into the same shade Poppy. And I'm going to go over the black line just to give me like that burgundy smoke kind of stain effect. I don't know why in my head I just keep thinking of 2 slices of peach, like when you cut a peach, and that's what this is giving me. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go over the black line with that same Poppy shade, and then I'm also gonna put it on the outer corner of my eye just to add a little bit more definition to that side, and it gives it like that really cool kind of stained look, right? So then after doing that, I'm going to go into my face, and I'll be using my Fenty Beauty primer, of course. I think this is either the soft matte or the matte. I tell you guys all the time, I own both. Sometimes I can't really tell which one I grab. After that, I'm also going to go in with the Fenty Beauty foundation, the shade 440. And I'm going to use that to go all over my face. You guys already know how I feel about this foundation. Like, I literally did a whole dedicated video, like, full face of Fenty, like a year or so ago. I'll leave a link to that down below. And this is one of my favorite foundation. I just really love the finish. I love the coverage on it. And it's so, like, lightweight. Like, it gives you coverage without looking heavy. And I really love that about it. As I said before, one thing is just the shades, which I still think that they need to do a little bit more work on the shades. But other than that, this is such a great foundation, right? So I use like 2 to 3 pumps, and that covers my entire face so well without even correcting around my mouth or anything like that. Now I'm going to take the Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC. This is such a good concealer that I've forgotten about. I remember when I used to love this concealer. This is literally, no lie, one of the best concealers out there on the market. Only the packaging is a problem. That little glass bottle, if that stuff fall from you on a hard floor, it's over, right? And when you pump it out, sometimes you get more than what you want. But Honestly, this is the best concealer in my opinion. Okay, so as you know, quarantine let you go through your stuff. So I found this concealer and I was like, oh my gosh, I have forgotten about this concealer. So that's why I end up using it in this video. And I don't regret it. So yeah, I'm just going to conceal under my eyes, the bridge of my nose. I conceal and highlight the center of my forehead, Cupid's bow, and also my chin area. Only thing with my chin is that I do not add concealer onto it. Whatever is left on the sponge, I just go in and dab it over my chin just to give it a light highlight. And then I also double conceal under my eyes sometime. And in this video, I'm definitely doing that just for added coverage. And I also just place concealer directly under my eye and not too wide out, because if you place your concealer too wide out, bringing it back to like your ears area, then you're going to end up making your face look wider. So then again, you got to do your makeup depending on your face shape. So I'm then going to take my setting powder. This is the Laura Mercier Medium Deep Translucent Powder. I'm going to use this to set all the areas of my face that I just applied concealer. And also I use it to set my entire nose, because this is a lighter powder from my oily nose. It helps to control the oil without me having to use like a heavy powder on my nose. Oh, hopefully that makes sense. But you know, the oily areas of your face, you do not want to use too much of like a foundation powder all over that area, because then when you get oily, it's just gonna look very heavy on that area. Okay, then I'm gonna set the rest of my face with my MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NW50, and I'm gonna use that to go over all the areas where I didn't conceal basically. And I also like to run it over the edges of where the concealer stopped, just so everything is nice and like transitioned well, right? Then I'm going to go into contouring, and you guys know I've been loving this palette lately. I'm going to take the Cover FX Face Perfector palette in medium deep, and I'm going to take that darker shade, the contour shade. I'm going to use that to contour my face, and also to like, it's also like a bronzy contour, so it gives me like some bronziness and also like contour my face. And you know, the forehead need a little extra help, so always spend a little more time up there. And do not forget your neck. Your neck, under your neck area there. Please do not forget it. And then I go along the sides of my nose. Now this is whatever product is left on the brush. I do not dip directly into the product and then go to my nose, because then it could tend to be too harsh, too much product on the center of my face. Now I'm going to take the finishing powder that's also in the powder, and I'm going to use that to clean up under the contour area. This just really add like a nice finish to my face, and also just like to define the contour area a little bit more. And I also like to use it to blend out the edges of where I contour and things like that, just for a nice smooth transition. Now I'm going to take the same two shades that I also use on my eyes, which is Clove and Poppy. I'm going to dip into both of those and then use them as blushes on my face, right? Sometimes using eyeshadows like as your blush kind of take the guesswork out of finding the right color to blend with the eyes. So after that, I'm going to go into my Fenty Beauty highlighter, and this is in the shade Ginger Binge Muscular Mule. It's the rose gold one. It is so pretty. I also had forgotten about this highlighter. It was somewhere in my vanity, and I did not use this in such a long time. I missed it. It's now up front, and you'll be seeing it a lot, because this is such a pretty shade on my skin tone. And then after applying that highlight, I'm then going to go in with Fix Plus just to spritz down the sides of my face, so that highlighter don't look like it's sitting on top of my skin. It actually looks more melted. Now I'm taking these two green eyeliners from ColourPop, and I'm going to use those in my waterline. I wish I stick with just the first one, the lighter green, instead of adding the deeper green, but it's okay. Then I'm going to take the black eyeliner and go under my waterline, and then go in with the same shade Poppy and just press over it, just to give me like that nice stained smoky effect, right? Then I'm gonna take the shade Jasmine, which is like a shimmering champagne color. I'm gonna use that to just highlight the inner corner of my eyes and just blend that up into that cut crease area, so it's transitioned well. Then I'm gonna move into my lips, and I'm taking Chestnut, of course. I'm gonna use that to line my lips, and then I'm gonna go in with this lipstick from MAC, the Powder Kiss lipstick. It's called Burning Love, and I'm going to use that just to press in the center of my lip lightly, because I didn't want too much color. I just wanted like a little hint of a stained kind of, like a stained kind of look. Then I'm going to take the Fenty Gloss, the pink one, I forget the name of it. I'm going to go over my lips with that. Then I'm going to add some mascara onto my lashes and then just fill in my brows very lightly. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the face. And yeah, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this look down below. By the way, the hairstyle is already posted. If you want to go check this out, I'll also leave a link to that. I am so in love with this look and I was totally feeling myself as usual. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next one, bye guys.